Pixel 9 Pro is, I think, the missing link we've been having in Android for a while. And as soon as I found out, like the word on the street, there was rumors that this form factor was going to happen. I was excited because I like smaller phones. As y'all know, I've made a lot of videos about this, even the iPhone 16 Pro that I've been carrying around. In Android, when in the like Pro series, we've not had anything like this. The only thing closest that we really had has been the Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV, 5, 6. Had a 6.5-inch screen, but even their phone is a little bit bigger and bulkier now because they changed up their form factor. It's not as narrow, so there just hasn't been anything quite in this size or this form factor, and I have really, really enjoyed it because it brings all the big level, pro level sophistication, no compromises, and you get it in this nice handheld form factor. And we've seen it in Apple for the longest time. I mean, ever since they moved to the iPhone 10, when they moved away from the iPhones, like the 7 and the 8 series, and we got the 5-inch iPhone 10, it was a really nice size. And then when they bumped it up to like 6.1, and now we've got 6.3, having that pro level size in that smaller handheld form factor, but you're not having the compromises, you're not missing on the camera experience, you don't have a lesser screen, like everything is identical. It really gives you a nice experience because, one, not everybody wants a gigantic phone. I've been saying this for years. I mean, ever since the Note and the Ultra series have been so popular with Samsung, for years and years and years, we've been chasing bigger, 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 and we've never had the alternative really in the Google world or in the Android world, at least here in the United States, where we've had that smaller form factor that lets us really enjoy the entire experience without having to carry around a giant bulky phone. You can't use it one-handed, it's heavier. I mean, they're just the trade-offs. I mean, fine, I like them just fine. Having the big screen and all that stuff is cool. Having a bigger battery is cool, but it gets fatiguing. It's really large, and yeah, not everybody's 6 foot tall. Not everybody has basketball hands. Not everybody wants to carry around this big gigantic phone in their pocket. So when you can get the same experience over here, I mean, not saying that the S24 Ultra and the Pixel 9 Pro are the same. I've got a video coming out about that because I do want to talk about that, but I really wish that Samsung would take notes as well, pun intended, right? We used to have the Note. Remember we had the Note and we had the Note Plus? That was really nice. That's been gone for a long time, and they opted just for the Ultra experience ever since the S20 Ultra, or the Note 20 Ultra, whatever in the world it was. Or, yeah, is that what it was? Yeah, Note 20 Ultra. So it's been a while since we've had anything even remotely close to that. So yeah, it's great having the best phone that you can possibly buy for your money, but there's something to be said for having a more personal experience in a smaller, more comfortable experience in the same kind of package, right? And I haven't really had any compromises with this. Yes, the battery is not as good as the Pro Max, and I've noted maybe about an hour and a half screen on time difference, but at the end of the day, I've still got enough battery to get through the day with the Pixel 9 Pro. And the haptics on it are fantastic. Of course, you've got the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner under the screen now. That's great. I really like the cameras on here. Those are top notch. Video is improved, especially with the selfie. The stabilization, the audio is really, really good. So I think that Google did a really good job here, and I would like other manufacturers to take note. I would like Samsung to take note. Of course, Apple's already doing it, but I think another reason they did this was strategic, right? Because it's hard to get people to move over to Android from Apple. I mean, let's face it, it is. Once you get locked into the cult of Apple, and all your friends have iMessage, and they've got all the different Apple stuff that they use, and they've got their iPad and their Apple Watch. This has been a very calculated move by Google, because Google has been silently under the radar eroding those different things. Why did I say that? Well, not only do you get the same form factor basically as the iPhone 16 Pro, 15 Pro, it's very identical in that regard. So if you're like, well, I like the iPhone Pro series, but I don't want to switch over and have to get the bigger phone, right? I want to keep the same size. There's just nothing that offers that in Android. Well, Google, they did that. They created basically the iPhone 16 Pro in the Android world. But one other thing people really just maybe haven't thought about enough is RCS support. And that's something that came around with iOS 18 that kind of got forced on Apple because they've been keeping even their communications behind this veiled garden for the longest time, or walled garden that they wouldn't let other people use. So we've been stuck communicating with our Apple friends and family a dated version of communication, which was SMS. So if you sent a picture to somebody on an iPhone or vice versa, it looked like crap. If you sent a video, it looked like garbage, a small little window and pixelated, or it wouldn't get full resolution images. You don't get read receipts, right? The whole green bubble, blue bubble garbage where it's like, oh yeah, well, I don't get notifications, or oh, I don't know that they've seen it, or group chats are terrible. Well, now that we have RCS support, pretty much all that stuff's gone, because you can send better videos, you can send better pictures, you can have more enjoyable, better group chats to add people into, and even the read receipts and all that stuff is there. So now that you look over at Google Pixel, and I've said this for a long time, that the Google Pixel phones are like the most likely alternative for somebody to move over from Apple. I've said for a long time that Google Pixel phones are like the iPhone of the Android world. They are in a lot of regards. I mean, they've got their own chip, they've got their own Tensor chip. Google makes Android, right? So you've got like that first party experience that you don't really get with Samsung. Like, I get that One UI is nice. I enjoy One UI. It's a very good software experience, but that stock base Android, authentic, original Android experience, I think some people like it. I mean, it's less frills. Of course, they do have like the Material U and all that stuff. They have made things nicer. But I think that Google's gone a long way in the last couple of years to kind of make their image stand out, make a good viable alternative for people who want to switch over from Apple. And it's funny because Apple people don't like Samsung, and Samsung people don't typically like Apple. And this is not everybody, of course. There are people that do like both or don't care. But it seems like people on Apple maybe don't hate Google as much as they do Samsung. I don't know. But it seems like people are more willing to try a Pixel phone than a Samsung phone. Coming from Apple, I don't really understand it, but it's just something that I kind of have experienced when I've talked with people. But yeah, this has been a really refreshing experience. It's been basically everything that I wanted it to be and more. And I don't even mind the pink color. It actually matches my tiles back here, right? And this tile right here, that it doesn't matter how many times I fix it. Something is janky with it. I'm going to have to redo the adhesive. But anyway, I think they've done a good job. It's been really, really refreshing. It's been a nice thing that I haven't got to really experience in Android before. Build quality is excellent. The screen is beautiful. Like, I absolutely love the screen on this thing. The haptics are amazing. And it's just been, yeah, Google did a good job. Yes, would it be nice if we had more than 128 gigabytes of storage? Yes. Would it be nice to get some sort of confirmation that it has faster storage, memory speed, or storage speed? That would be nice too. But overall, I don't think there's a lot of complaints here. And even with the Google Tensor 4, I have had a good experience with it. I mean, this thing is fast, it's zippy. I feel like this is more responsive than my Samsung phone. I feel like it's faster and more responsive than my iPhone. It's been a real joy to use it, and I've enjoyed the experience a lot. And I think if you're interested in it, you've been waiting, you've been watching, or wanting something like this to happen, then I think you'll be pretty happy with it. So that's all I got. Going to wrap this one up. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, adulations, things that you like about the phone, go in the comment section. We'll talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, if you like this stuff, you like the Google Pixel content. I know I've been covering a lot of Apple stuff lately because it's, Apple season, and before that I was making much Pixel stuff. So I gotta cover these products when they come out. But yeah, I make a wide mix of stuff here. So if you like a lot of different things, you like to mix it up, you like to hear about Google, Samsung, Apple, hit the like and the subscribe button, the notification bell, so you get updates when new videos come out, because I make videos every day and pretty much enjoy doing it. I love talking with you guys day in and day out, and I appreciate the support that you guys give me to make this happen. So it's a great thing. You guys are great, the best fan base in all of YouTube. So thank you so much for everything. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.